Alright, looks like I am recording. So, this isn't much of an intro, I guess, but I'm playing Arc Eternal Redemption Hyper Tower. This is, as you can probably tell, Creeper World 3. I am curious how well I will do. I've seen other people play this game, and I see things that seem like glaring mistakes, and I don't know if I make those mistakes too, or similar mistakes. So I'm trying to record some gameplay, and I'll watch it in weeks or months or years later, and I don't know, find out if I suck. But for now, I'm playing this map, which actually has like a mini storyline and stuff. It's a mini campaign where you actually play as the creeper, so I get to control these emitters and stuff, and I'm still getting used to it. I did like a tutorial map, and I'm pretty sure it changed my hotkeys for this custom map, so I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not sure what this thing is, although I think the there's some like pre-mission text, the story related stuff that showed up before this did, before I actually started recording, I mean. But I think it was referring to this, which is like a super spore tower. So anyway, I've been talking and not actually looking at the map at all. There's a fuck ton of stuff. I only see this one thing though. So let's go do that. I want a field over here to control the flow of creeper to get up that hill a little bit more. Building Digitalis apparently takes like 2 deep creeper. So you also need Digitalis to do everything. So it's good to spread it out. Yeah. It's good to spread as you go. This doesn't seem to be going much of anywhere. Maybe if I change this to burst. Because I'm not sure what else to do right now. Except just sit here and wait. Yeah, there we go. Kinda works. Kinda. I feel like my field isn't really doing anything. I don't remember if I actually need a totem. Alright, I think I need totems to be able to do a field at all. So now that I'm getting a little bit of that, I can get another one of the towers, another emitter, rather. And with another emitter, I can actually do a support thing. So actually, yeah, I can go ahead and kill this really quick. That's fine. I don't know. Oh, wait, never mind. I know why that's not shooting at all. But yeah. So I can get another emitter there. Let's go ahead and finish that bridge, which I probably should maybe have been working on a little bit more rather than waiting for that. So I think this just goes automatic. I don't think I have to do anything at all with it to make it work. And holy fuck. Alright. I was having trouble with that in the first mission. I hoped it was just kind of a glitch thing. I need to find on main menu. What do you mean main menu? Alright, so this sounds like a thing to disable that, because it needs to go away, because holy fuck. It's awful. I don't know. I guess I can try this. I have no idea what pop-up boxes on the main menu actually refers to. Is this all the settings there are? Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to deal with that. Unless if I open up the menu again, go to sound. Alright, so that doesn't actually have things. If I just like turn this up a little bit and this down, maybe it'll help make it less annoying though. So, wow, this thing is just kind of going ham. Alright, well, now that I'm not hearing that sound quite so much, that's the music, which is probably better for the video anyway. Gonna go ahead and get this thing here. If you haven't noticed yet, I can only build emitters on the power nodes, whatever they're called. Oh, you know what? I forgot to get that one supporting as well. I'll just increase my whatchamacallit a little bit. You know what, actually? No, let's support this one. Cut off a supply line. And then I can kind of build up to it a little bit more. Yeah. Right? I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't spread my field over this way and kind of fill this area with creep and let it kind of flood in. I don't know, might be a little bit more effective. Because I feel like I'm pretty stagnant right now. I guess I could try pushing just straight out to take out some of these beams, because these spores are getting nowhere, and my field doesn't seem to be accomplishing anything either. Alright, yeah, let's try that, because I don't really see much of anything going on. Well, I guess, I don't know, whatever. So I think the pre-mission briefing did say something about this super spore producing... Oh, yeah. No, that's a marked effect. The more creeper I send in that direction, the faster it creates spores. But I don't know, this is kind of an awkward map. And so maybe this is just me missing something obvious, but again, I feel like I'm at kind of a standstill, because trying to just push out, I'm not really getting much, not making much progress here. I might not really be able to. So maybe I just need to support this thing as much as possible. I guess let's try it. Maybe this thing will be able to produce enough spores to overwhelm these two beam towers. Also, how did I get on 2x speed? Like, I'm fine with it. I just don't know when or how it happened. So the other thing I can do, you know, I can change towers from burst to constant emission, so it'll charge up creeper and then release it as a wave. Which, it seems like the more emitters you have supporting, sort of the less this happens, really. I'm not sure where my field went. I used to have a field down there, and then it kind of disappeared. Yeah. So I'm just kind of chilling, waiting for things to happen. Oh yeah, look. It's out of energy now. It's all about the spore tower, huh? Except the spores still aren't actually landing. That's the problem with spores, you can't direct. They don't explode until they get too deep enough to just die. So I'm considering directing my creep, you know, setting up one of those field things to go out here. Well, no, the beam died on its own just passively, so I don't need to worry about that. Ooh, this might do something. Oh, no, it won't. Oh wait, it did. Ha ha ha. Although it rebuilt really quick, but I don't know, dude. Not being able to control this is weird because, like, I am making some progress. It does kill stuff sometimes, but the AI rebuilds really fast. And so I feel like I can just sit here forever feeding all my creep into this one thing and not get anywhere. So I want to try this again. I don't actually know how much it matters where this arrow thing starts and ends, but oh yeah, it's totally dying now. Why was that so easy this time and previously it didn't work? Like, I tried doing pretty much that same thing. Maybe I had the field set up slightly wrong, I don't know. But actually, I guess I don't really need to go in this direction. And there's this power node here, but what would be cool is to get these totems, which would increase the power and effectiveness of my field. I don't really know exactly how that works, but it's a thing that happens. So I mean, I could get those. There's a power field here, but I mean, this node and this totem are about the same distance as these two. So I feel like it doesn't matter which side I go to, as long as I go to a side, you know? I guess on another hand, now that I have more creeper, you know, I just got another emitter. So there's like a couple things I can do technically. With the extra creep, I could feed that back into here and see if I get even more spores. Or something I want to try first is maybe I can push out and destroy a beam tower, which presumably would just get rebuilt ASAP. So it's probably pointless, but I'm not sure I can reach it anyway. So what I'm gonna do is that. Put as much creeper as I can into the spore, see if they get anywhere. Because, like, I really feel like I don't have a lot of choices for strategy and stuff, you know? I can't just build emitter and spores wherever I want to. But there's so many towers here that just simply letting creeper build up and pushing out doesn't really do much of anything. So there is the other thing I could try, which is getting rid of some of these emitters and turning them into spores instead. Why is this like that? There we go. I don't know that it matters at all, but yeah, so I could build a couple more spores. It probably means this would produce less spores. So I don't even know if it would help at all. I killed a beam over here. So I am making some progress. Except that's about to be rebuilt. And therefore it's not that effective. See, alright. One reason to build spore towers myself would be so that I can actually direct where they go. Because by luck, this whole thing got cut off. But I could like actually aim to cut off this whole area from energy. And that would let me expand to the power node. I can also try pushing out this way a little bit, because again, I'm still pretty close to the power node, and I'm even closer to killing a beam. I don't remember how a Digitalis works either, so it seems kind of resistant. Normally, if I only have creep that's like 1 deep, then it's not really going to get much of anywhere. Let's try this. So let's see, if I can control click? No? How do I do that? Is it... I can shift click, okay. So these, if I aim them all like right... I don't know. Well, let's put them all there for now. I'm not sure how to get their, what? Yeah, I'm getting increasingly confused. Alright, so that one launched a thing, so did that one. This one is releasing creep. I can't destroy it. What the shit is going on here? Alrighty then. So that one is gone. If I manage to remove the other one as well, can I assign control groups? Alright, so it's O makes this. Wait, really? How did that happen? Somehow this was targeting the spore on top of itself. Which just isn't helping anything. Alright, so instead of changing my aim all the time, I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna put one tower, or yeah, one spore on each one of these beams. And then they'll just stay down, and then my super thing can do more, right? I hope. Alright, so that thing is dying really quick, actually. Yeah, see, that's very, very close to destroying that now. I think I can get... Yeah, there we go. So now this one might be able to, like, go all the... It can go further than that. I mean, I can land at least, like, up here. Oh, there's a shield. Right. I saw that before, I just kind of forgot. So actually, since there's no spore there, or beam or whatever, I can aim a little bit further and kind of inhibit supply lines as well. If I aim this a little bit that way. Oh crap, the beam is back. Alright, so that didn't really work out very well. Alright, so instead of going in all directions, how about I just focus my efforts a little bit more? So I'm not sure what happens if I land a spore directly on a shield. I think basically nothing happens. I mean, it takes damage. Yeah, it does take actual health damage. These spores are landing just as the beam's complete. Or at least this one is. I don't know about this one. Alright, so that shield is dying. So shield is gone. So, over time, I think this thing will die. Maybe. The other thing I could do is instead of going down the middle, I can kind of aim up a little bit. I'll need to be landing in a couple places to cut off supply to like this chunk of the map. Let's go for that. This should be able to land there. That beam might be too close, but see if I kill those just like that basically, then this whole area is exposed. And so I guess my hope is that over time all of this will die. Yeah, see, this creep is persisting longer and longer. So this is going to get me that node. Cool. So yeah, this is what I should have done from the start. I feel like that's not me being dumb, though. Because I still had to figure it out. It's not like I was missing something obvious. Like, oh man, I should build more towers because I need them, but then, like, I don't need them for 3 more minutes or something. No, let's keep you right there. But I want a little bit more creeper here. That doesn't need to be there. That can be back here, I think. Because if I can't build Digitalis, then it's not productive at all. But yeah, I mean, like, me taking this long to get this node is largely just kind of needing to wait, sit here and see if things can get done. So I want to go back to emitters, because spore micromanagement is fun and all, but if I can do this instead, which I'm hoping it'll work, but we'll see. By doing this, I am giving up all spore support, but I'm still kind of happy that nothing is receding over here. This, I don't know. I am gaining ground slowly, but it's happening. Although I might have just hit that equilibrium point. And so yeah, like what I was saying is that something like this doesn't seem obvious or intuitive to me, because I don't know what's going to happen. So I have to like just kind of try it and wait and see to see if it actually works, or if, you know, this isn't working. Maybe I can grab that thing, which would increase my field, which I still don't really know exactly what that does. I guess I was really close to that totem as well. This one might be a little easier to grab. And I think I was saying before, the Digitalis seems to make me a little bit resistant to dying. A little bit. It's like harder to get pushed back, is what it seems like. And so that's cool. But I don't really know how much difference it really makes, or what exactly Digitalis does. I haven't played any maps with it in a while, and this isn't making any progress. So there's like 1 or 2 things I can do. I feel like, first off, I need this to be more supplied, Because if I can't get anywhere with just emitters, then I need to go back into spore production. But if I'm going back into spore production, I feel like, again, they have these beams, and I can't push through without being able to direct those spores and do something productive with it, you know? I'm kind of wondering if one of these will explode and I can lay down a little bit of digitalis and maybe that'll help in the future. Probably not. Alright, so yeah, it looks like once again I do need to go into actual spore production. Let's see, if I stop producing or stop with that, can I set 2 fields at a time? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well anyway, at least I don't have to deal with the build time. Yeah, I'm just going to keep pushing up to grab these 2 totems in that power node. So, if I just go ahead and grab all of these, and just kind of put them like over here, and then like one, no, that directs all 3, okay. If I want to put one down there, and one kind of there, just to cut off like all the supply lines, you know? Oh, you know what, maybe I should take one of these, just to get rid of that beam. And once that beam is gone, then I can just leave one at that spot. And then send the others up here. So I think I want to get rid of that shield first. I'm kind of hoping that with this one spore I can maybe keep the beam down and also destroy that relay. I could just put it like, you know, right in the middle, but yeah, let's just move that over a little bit. Alright, so shield is down. So I guess do I want to go for that node or this node? I don't know for sure how much it matters. One thing we can do though is pull these back just a little bit and maybe get myself this totem here. I don't really know for sure if that's helping me at all, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. But I mean, yeah, I don't get to hold that totem. Well, I guess I am now, technically, but alright, so if I just keep pushing forward a little bit to take out this power node. Oh, did it just come? It did. I was expecting to be able to target these 2 spores independently, but guess not. Oh, that's right. I need to connect it to my network before digitalis can actually grow proper. Well, in that case, let's pull back a little bit. There we go. So, if all I'm using is spores, I feel no propulsion to grab that. Let's see, if I put some digitalis over here, then I might be able to keep this beam suppressed without needing to, oh, you know what, I should build one of those there. A nullifier? No thanks. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so that beam shouldn't come back. So let's push up and take that node. I gotta keep an eye out down here just to see how long that beam will stay gone. I mean, it should stay gone indefinitely, but... Oh yeah, I should be building digitalis up here. Alright, so that was actually really easy. So yeah, I guess this is just kind of what I do then. I'll just kind of keep pushing forward. Gotta remember to have one spore kind of aimed back a little bit to continue pushing out digitalis. And I honestly don't know if I need any more than what I have, what I'm doing. Oh, it's so close to connecting. If I can get rid of that, I guess that's what I'm trying to do here. And why not? Oh, you know what? Just avert you for just a little bit. Don't know that it helps me at all, but may as well grab it. There we go. Also, that one collector. I guess it doesn't bother me that much considering I left a bunch over here, but still, it's kind of fun to get rid of that stuff. This thing is not dying. So if I push these forward just a little bit, I don't want to put them so close that they'll combine, but I want to cut off that supply line. I guess I don't really need to worry about that too much considering the thing is already dead. So instead of pushing down here and killing all this stuff and then taking out the main base, I want to just go straight for the main base. Alright, so these are actually a little bit too forward, I guess. I want to be extending my digitalis through this. Oh, wait. Did I not have a spore here? It died? The bastards. Probably should have noticed that faster. Oh well. Alright, so this doesn't seem to be working like at all. Okay, so that's gonna just keep happening. Well, let's just hammer this down. Can I can't do that now. But I don't like having those so thoroughly stacked on top of each other. I want to be able to move them a little bit more finely. Alright, there we go. So that's good. Move all this forward a little bit. Oh, there's still that beam there. You know what? I forgot to build a spore here. There we go. Another spore for me. Guess I don't need to go for the beam, but I mean it's already done, so it's all good. So let's just do this. There we go. That's some nice coverage. Oh, seriously? Spore died? Before impact. Okay, well, apparently I pushed forward a little too quick. There we go. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted. Actually, I don't know if it actually matters, but let's go ahead and grab that. And then yeah, I don't really know where to go. Alright, so it's slowly taking over. I just put a little bit more pressure. Actually, I feel like if I just connect some digitalis here, that'll probably help. Also, I don't see any emitters up here anymore. I don't see them trying to build it. I don't know what changed. I mean, maybe they're just... Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It's sort of occurring to me like as I was saying it, but... Yeah, I don't know. Things. And stuff in words. So, if I want to connect all of this... See, I don't have... Okay, maybe I'm fine with that emitter. Alright, so I think the digitalis is all connected now. So if I just kind of focus up here a little bit more. Just push forward a little bit. See, I won't really be able to put a spore here either because... it's actually just not letting me put a spore there. I'm not sure why. There's digitalis. Oh, there we go. So yeah, they immediately start building emitters that will destroy that. So, just for fun, actually one thing I want to do is get over there. Just empty this a little bit more. So, a couple things I can do. I can focus my spores to land a little bit more clustered. I got 5 beams there. I don't know. Let's see what happens if I aim them all at one place. See, aiming them in one spot doesn't make much of a difference unless I can do the thing where they all produce at the same time. Which I honestly don't know if I can do. No, all I can do is set their auto fire or manual. And spores don't seem to be cutting it, and therefore I think I'm just gonna go swap to emitters. And there's a couple things I can do with emitters. So for one, I am curious just to see this thing. That's a lot of spores. Okay, so actually, I don't want to lose this from that emitter. I'm gonna guess maybe if I kept doing this, these beams might run out of energy. 3 of them did, there's still the other 2, but if I'm already overwhelming them, more spores might be the way to go. Oh, so actually... Actually, no, let's support that one. Have you run out. If I put you on burst, does it really matter? Probably not. See, I don't know if... Yeah, that doesn't really work so well either. Okay, well. I'm just dicking around, putting up some more digitalis and stuff to prevent random cannons appearing in my territory. So, I don't know, this was almost working. Even do that just to help a little bit while they build the things. Yeah, I think I just have to stick with spores the whole time. And maybe this will overwhelm them. Seems to, considering their shields are failing, their beams are running out of energy, spores are starting to land. This is a ridiculous number of spores. Holy crap. Just for fun, let's spread some of that. Yeah, okay. So it's all about the spores. The entire map is about spores, apparently. Actually, yeah, I'm forgetting to do this. Wow, okay. So that worked. I accidentally continued the game. That's kind of fun. It loses target instead, I'll just kind of... Oh wait, no, it didn't actually lose the target yet. I'm curious what'll happen when that thing lifts off. Will these just start going all over the map, or will they continue going on the same trajectory? Oh, it just actually stops entirely. Okay. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm killing time. For no reason. Other than, I think it'll be fun to just have a ridiculous amount of creeper. So, hold on. With this field, it sort of looks like this is a little trough in between, and the creeper is actually just ending up at the end of the arrow. So if I do a short arrow, it seems to all be spawning from there. Because, yeah, like, this is not as deep as over here. So it's the end of the arrow where it's a concentration. I kind of assumed it would just be, you know, a path. Creeper would be building up here, and instead of just kind of flowing out in all directions, all the creeper here would just be traveling down this way. So, I don't know. Anyway. So, yeah, alright, I need to actually quit the game. So, this was, part 2. So now I need to find part 3. Right here. Just go ahead and download and play. Get some water. Destroy their power. Okay, what are we working with? Where am I? I'm up here. Got this nice base up here, bunch of shields. Handful of power nodes over here. Ooh, this cluster up here looks tasty. Should be a little bit harder to take than the one over there. But, let's go ahead and... Whoops. Alright, I need to make that big, because it's just so much easier that way. Alright. With that kind of field, that's actually not helping too much, I guess. Alright, so... I have this one emitter. Just one emitter. Actually, maybe my field wasn't doing anything because it didn't have a totem. Dumbass. So yeah, not much to work with. But at least it's not being super difficult. You know, I still am able to kill things and push out. There we go. Times 2 speed is just nicer. Please don't tell me it's not gonna let me actually get that node though. I mean, I'm advancing slowly. I may have stopped advancing. Well, may as well just kill a few more towers and get an extra totem. cool. So now with a stronger field, will this be more effective? Same amount of creep, just a stronger field. I don't know. Because I don't really know what a stronger field actually means. Like, you know, I can guess. I can kind of imagine, but I don't know. So, yeah, I kind of assumed this would just be more difficult to take, but I didn't know if it'd be actually more difficult. And like, I'm so close to being able to get this power node, you know? I don't really want to give up on it. I'm so close. I don't know if it'll make any difference. I kind of imagine it won't, but maybe if I extend the digitalis a little bit. Why doesn't it? The creeper isn't getting any thicker there. Like, I don't know why not. It's directly in the path of the field, but it gives me no creeper here. I guess that's because, again, it's like the end of the arrow. Yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna have to fiddle with that to figure it out a little bit more. I also don't know if the length of the arrow matters at all. It seems to. The length of the arrow seems to be directly relative to how much creeper it grabs. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to get that regardless. I think one emitter just isn't enough. Therefore, I have to push in the other direction. Okay. So, I don't know if it matters if I push down or to the right first. I feel like going down to grab another node would probably be easier. I don't know. Feels like really slow progress regardless. So again, I don't know if it's... I don't know the details of how digitalis works, but I'm kind of guessing that, like, if I just spread digitalis everywhere, then it makes me more resistant to losing creep. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Okay. So killing that node is actually pretty easy. Getting access to the node again, it might just be a standstill. Alright, so I do have stuff there, so if I... Yeah, alright. Let's kill some of these mortars. I guess I could also be using spores. Actually, I kind of bet I can take this now, which would be sweet. As long as they don't finish that nullifier, fuck. See if that stops them from building a nullifier. Again, I don't know if I actually can push out in here, but if I take out a couple of these mortars, that'll help. And again, I could get some spores. I feel like they have enough beams that 1 or 2 spores isn't going to be enough, and if I do that, then I more or less lose all of my creep production, so I don't know about that. Whoops, that's not the button I wanted. See, I feel like the exact placement of my fields is specific enough that... Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. So I don't want to be too arbitrary with it, but... Oh, wait. Of course, this is hard to push into. It's a shield with a giant... it's a powered up shield. Actually, I could probably do that. Anyway, with this field, I feel like it'd be more effective if I could choose where I want the creeper to go, and then choose how much to grab. Or like the magnitude or whatever. Because like if I do something like this where it's only a little bit of the field is actually on creep, then it's just not really going to accomplish much. But if I don't have the tip of the field in the right spot, then I feel like, again, it's also not going to accomplish too much. Alright, so I was hoping I'd be able to push out places. Apparently I mostly just can't. So I guess I'll just kind of go back to this. Because I don't really know much about who made this map or how or anything. So actually what I should be doing is that. But anyway, what I was saying is, what I was going to say rather is, there are like some games where there are multiple ways to do things, but then other games are just a lot more restrictive and you just have to go with a specific method or path or whatever, and otherwise it's just like not going to work out for you. And I don't know how restrictive this map is. It was an oversight of me to forget to have this one supported again, and destroying that shield was done pretty easy. I was hoping that with some of this stuff going, I'd then be able to push down and take this, but that's probably not going to happen. However, I might be able to kill this cannon. Which is sort of that much less of my creep being destroyed. So if I just push straight over, I might be able to cut off their supply line, and then some of these towers are going to stop shooting on me. That's not what I meant to do. I'm just messing up a lot. Okay. So this actually is a point at which probably spores would be good. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, that's awful. They don't have any beams over here. So, yeah, I can just kind of do this. Oh, there's a shield, though. Which I just wasn't paying attention to. Really? That landed on the shield, too? There we go. Try that field. There we go, now it's connected. Alright. Let's go ahead and destroy all that. I need you to land a little bit further over. There we go. So, at this point, I don't know if I want more spores or if I just want to stick with emitters. I have a better field. I want to go with emitters. Specifically, this. Again, I don't know if the field is really going to be that effective since I only started in my creep and half of it is off creep. Guess it shouldn't take much to push down a little bit and take this node as well, right? Well, no, this is actually working out plenty fine. So I'm going to stick up here. Get all of that. Hell yeah. Might as well support that. Make a strong push straight down. Ooh, yeah. This is nice. So at some point I'm going to have to go into spore production. That's not what I wanted to do. What? There we go. I don't know what is happening to my controls there. I suppose rather than trying to let my creep seep down here, it'd potentially be more effective to just build a couple spores and have them shoot down here. Yeah, I'm making a little bit of progress, but only a little bit, and maybe not enough. Come on, just give me a little bit more digitalis there, please. Alright, so that's probably not going to work. Let's go ahead and make that a spore. Just right there. Okay, so yeah, that doesn't work either, apparently. But I mean, that one spore colony. There we go. So that should be like permadead now. I kind of hope. Why is it not letting me aim that? Cool. So that's an emitter now too. Don't know if this will do anything. Probably not. I should work on finishing off the right side of the map before I go for the main base. But yeah, that's not going to work at all. So I guess I can do that. You probably aren't going to help from that angle. Well, maybe it would. If I can cut out a little bit of this stuff. Let's see what happens if I just kind of push down here just a little bit. Again, this probably isn't going to work, but may as well give it a shot. Honestly, it kind of is working. Just a little. Maybe if I manage to grab a little bit more of that stuff. Try to weaken the shields a little bit, putting the spore more directly right on it. Oh man, this shield is actually being weakened.